I am indeed live. It tells me I'm live. It tells me I'm alive. It's no jewellery, Lex. But I kind of thought I'd do it. I have got lots and lots and lots to do today, so I really shouldn't be. But my jewellery haul hasn't turned up yet, which is not surprising because, as we all know, every form of post is very, very delayed. I use my Hermes, and to be fair, they've been pretty good up till now, but I notice things are getting a bit laggy in terms of delivery. She's off to the bye. Hello, goodbye. But I'm busy doing magic. I've been busy doing magic. I'll be doing some more this afternoon. But for now, it's a practical business. I've got an enormous IKEA bag full of stuff to post. Had quite a busy day. Babs at the Attic, Vintage and Collectibles. Liking the title, does what it says on the tin. Hello, Babs. Thank you for joining. Got a little honey hole I found, and so I'm happy to. It's to do with charity, and they actually wanted to charge me £12 for everything, and I have got 2 huge bags full. I gave them 20 and said, I think that's fair. It's all for a good cause. I feels like I'm stealing otherwise. Anyway, so there. So £20 for the lot, still incredibly reasonable, and I'm more than happy to do it. There's a couple of bits in here that I might keep, because you never know. Well, okay, a bit of free bonus cat hair with this. I picked this up because it's velvet. It's too big for me, I think. It's kind of a padded jacket, and it's Austin Reed. Sorry, I'm really bad at showing people. I can only apologise for my amateurness. And it says, oh no, it says it's a medium. Maybe it's just meant to be a loose fit. It's kind of like a kind of boxy jacket, button front. But it is padded, so, you know, I mean, obviously now I'm assuming if I sell anything, it's very unlikely to go anywhere for Christmas. But we've still got some winter left. And my mind is naturally going forward to sunnier times. Because, of course, as we all know, in very little time, in about 2 and a bit weeks' time, or thereabouts, on the 21st, we have the midwinter solstice, which actually, to my mind, is almost more important than the summer solstice, because it's that whole turning point of the days start getting longer. And although you don't really notice it, at least not usually until the beginning of February, it's knowing in your bones that you kind of turned a corner as far as winter days are concerned. Very important, I think, psychologically for anyone who suffers with that lack of light disorder and general down feelings at this time of year. Yeah, this is 100% cotton as well, which is nice quality there. It looks better done up, doesn't it? Sort of like a shirt style. Shacket. Shacket is the word, isn't it? Or I think that just sounds rude. Just me. Nicely made. That's size 12. Quite generous. Now, where are we going to put? I've got a slight problem in that these bags you see behind me here, that's all been done, and they need bagging. But of course, because I can't store things here at home, I have to bag them, take them up the garage, then I have to start filing them and numbering them, and I'm a little behind on that because it's bloody cold up there. So I do need to do some bagging, but that might have to wait for another time. Oh, there was a bag. I swear there was a spare bag. Anyway, I'm going to drop them on the floor and sort them out later. As every teenager knows, best place to put your clothes. Can't wait for spring. Hello, Mrs. Harris. Now you've got me. I'm thinking, it's Rebecca, isn't it? Or is it Rachel? Oh God, I'm sure it's Rebecca. I just know so many Beccas and Beckys and Rebeccas and Bexies, and that I think everyone with an R for a name is going to be a Rebecca. And I get it wrong every time. I can't apologise enough. I'm just useless, especially when I haven't got a face to put to a name. It is Rebecca. Thank you, Lex. I wasn't completely off my head. Now, these I picked up because, hello, Dungarees. They are actually a maternity pair, which could be a fail, but, you know, at these prices, you can't really fail. They're in lovely condition. They have a tapered leg. They're a good long leg as well, actually. A decent length of leg. Okay, they're only 30, but, you know, hey ho. And they are by, is that Jojo Maman Bebe? Which is stonkingly expensive new. So a nice pair of ladies' dungarees. I'm not saying you necessarily have to be pregnant to wear them, but they got a lot of stretching. It is, Rebecca. I know, I ask you that every time and I feel so bad. Luckily, I know a lot of Rebeccas and all versions of that name, so that's why I get horribly confused. It's not you, it's me. Right, this I picked up because I thought it was a bit unusual. I don't normally pick up anything white for obvious reasons. It's a cotton jumper, and it needs a little bit of a debobble on the label, but it's shot. That's usually if I've got ski type stuff in that. Well, I'm doing well on ski stuff, to be fair. Size large, so I'm wondering if that is. I'm pretty sure that's going to be a woman's, not a man's. I've got short arms, but I'm fairly sure that's probably a lady's, particularly with the pale blue zip. But, you know, it's quite heavy, actually. Surprisingly heavy. And cotton. So there we go. You get confused at your own name. Well, yes. There's not much to follow that with, is there? These I pick up because I do pick up golf trousers. They're not fast movers, but especially once, you know, and I'll give it another couple of months, people are going to want to go out again, particularly if they can, because it's all a bit odd, isn't it, at the minute. These are Dunlop golf trousers. They are ladies. They're very check. It's that funny sort of material, isn't it? 34 wide, 29 long. So that's a 34 is a. Mind you, I'm saying they're ladies. I have to double check because that's not always the case. A chap informed me that the kilt I put up, thinking and believing it was a man's because it seemed fairly straight up and down, was actually a lady's. And I'm thinking, is it the way it wraps? I mean, I know with jackets and things, there was that thing of buttons being on a certain way, but I'm not sure people adhere to that anymore. Not so aware of it. So anyway, we'll count how many items I've got in the end. You'll see. There's bags full. I picked this up because, why did I pick this up? Well, it's got a military feel. That button isn't missing, it's just not done up. This is Marks and Spencer's vintage. Oh, okay. Maybe that's been done the wrong way around. Someone's buttoned it up the wrong way around, which means it's definitely a ladies. It's a nice pure wool jacket, and the buttons are plastic or metal. I think they're plastic now. I thought they were metal at the time. This goes to show what I know. There we go. Let's actually get it so you can see it. There is only one Lex. Well, Lex with two X's, yes. Definitely only one Lex. There we go. So it's kind of like a car coat. Useful thing to have. Much as I love rocking a long coat, I do find that if I'm in the car, it's a bloody nightmare because the number of times I shut half my coat out the door because it is so long, and the big scarf that goes with it. So I quite like a shorter jacket for the car. I'm sure I've been called many names. I find having a name beginning with H means that, although people may know I'm a Heather, because it's one of those names that sort of, it's just always around, isn't it? It has no particular era attached to it, or fashionability, to be fair. But I have been known to answer to Helen and Hazel quite readily because people often confuse them. I also know quite a few Helens and Hazels, so that makes it really confusing. This still, bizarrely, still had some sort of tags attached, although it's obviously new without tags. Or maybe, no, actually, I'm looking at it closely, someone has worn it. They just were silly enough not to take the tag out. I picked these more for the design. They're by a company called Dash, which are expensive and fairly untrendy, but they kind of got that sailor sort of matchlock kind of look, and they're wide leg trouser, which is something people like. I mean, it's sort of a denim material, but I wouldn't say they were jeans exactly. But again, a reasonably good size. I am trying not to buy small things because I have got a little backlog of things that are small. Hazel is a nice name. I would have been quite happy with that too. Although Hazelwood would have sounded, well, probably not much more worse than Heatherwood, really. It's still on a botanical theme. So they were 16, those trousers. Good size. A little bit of vintage here. I didn't like the name Heather when I was a kid. I thought it was dreadful. I don't know why. I suppose because it isn't fashionable. It just isn't. This is an M&S ladies cardigan, classic vintage style, with a nice forest green. A nice forest green. I like my name now. It's quite popular in druidic circles, I have to say. It's like, really, is that your name? Yeah, because Wood is basically the one that comes after Smith in commonality. So I suppose I should be glad I haven't got an incredibly widespread first name, because that would just be silly. This is lamb's wool. It is 100% wool, and this is probably the late 80s because it's St Michael's from Marks and Spencer rather than just St Michael. But as far as I can tell, on brief inspection, no holes. And it has these little metallic finish buttons, which are always a bit of a feature. I'm sure someone can rock that. Yeah, people try to take the piss out of it. It doesn't work, does it? If it doesn't work, they seem to stop. That's what I've always found. Yeah, one of my friends used to think it was amusing to call me Woody Woodpecker, but I didn't care. I liked the cartoon. Why would I be offended? Yeah. These are O'Neill, but I'm starting to pick these up again. They are kind of a combat long short because as the seasons will change around, just making sure there's nothing nasty in the pockets is, you know, people are going to want these if they ever get the chance to go on holiday, etc., etc., etc. But with all these pockets, you have to make sure there's nothing in them. Here we go. Yes, hubby's just found out he was supposed to be going on a nice kind of one of those sort of panic escape room things. There we go. They're sort of boardwalk knee-length cropped jobs. It's a bit 90s, but hey-ho. Yeah, he was supposed to have been going on a lovely outing. Oh, something for me. What did I order? I'll just check and make sure it's nothing. What is it? Yeah, he was meant to be going on the works do anyway. An escape room and a meal afterwards. And it's turned out somebody in the team has tested positive for COVID. So that's been cancelled and he's had to do a test. Oh. Well, they could have packed it better, but yeah. I'm a fan of minimal packaging, but that's a very bashed box. In fact, I don't care about the box. Slight sideline. Yeah, this stuff is anti-redness and pigmentation. It's like a moisturising foundation. It's got SPF 50 in it, which at my age, you don't need more wrinkles, so hello. That I can take that all day. And it changes colour to your skin, so you haven't got to find the right shade, because if you're anything like me, you're a very different shade in summer and winter. And when you have freckles and God knows what going on, a bit of redness, this stuff is bloody brilliant. My friend Becky recommended this to me. It's called Outerwear. This isn't sponsored. I paid for this. I'm thinking people are going to think I've been paid. It's like nobody pays me. No, but this is bloody good stuff. So although I haven't run out of my first tube of it yet, I've ordered some more because I don't want to get to the end and find I can't find it. It's not horribly expensive either. It's just, it makes me just want to get rid of anything else I put. I don't like foundation at the best of times. A cakey layer, and if you've got wrinkles, as anyone who a certain age is going to have, you don't really want stuff settling in them, and that doesn't. It covers a multitude of sins. Let's just put it that way. So he's not going on his outing, and he's had to do a test, and he doesn't have it according to the lateral flow. Anyway, he hasn't got it. So phew, because obviously this weekend. So slight relief there, although I will be testing tonight and also Friday morning just to make sure. You wear glasses at school? Oh, yeah. That's not fair, is it? I didn't wear glasses at school, but I didn't wear them until my 20s. But yeah, lots more people seem to wear glasses now as youngsters, probably because of all this computer screenage. My son wears them at school, but I've got to admit, he's one of the few people I know. And I know this sounds a bit silly, but he actually looks handsomer in glasses than without. I don't know how he does it. He used to try mine on when he was a kid, and I'm like, bloody hell, they suit you. That's weird. Anyway, he wears them in school now. He doesn't wear them out and about. But for some reason, he does rock a pair of glasses very well. Yeah, you kind of get used to names, don't you? Now, normally I wouldn't go around picking up loads of men's clothes, but you know, this is more for sort of springtime. They're 100% wool, just a nice sport jacket, really. I think this one was M&S. Marks and yeah, this will be 90s again. St Michael's from Marks and Spencer. It's pure new wool, and I try not to buy a short length. So this is a 42-inch long, fabulous long. That's what you need, because if, as my poor husband has found out, you buy a jacket and find the sleeves are halfway up your arms, it's very annoying. So that was a real goodie. Where am I going to put this? It's just got very silly in here. There, I'll put the men's up there. They do a good line in men's stuff here, I have to say. I kind of think, well, I wouldn't want to pay out lots of money for it because it's not particularly fast moving. But, you know, if you're getting a suit for what is basically 50p and you're selling it for 30 odd quid, that's my kind of maths. Another one here. Bonus dog hair on the side. Quite nice again in the check pattern. This also, this is a 2-button one. They're kind of timeless, these things. They're useful. They smarten up an outfit. This is also M&S, so this is more modern. Pure new wool, 46 medium, and it's 100% wool. I try and go for things with a high wool content because people kind of like it. It's better quality. You're doing a test now, doesn't it? Oh, doesn't it make you just your eyes water so much when you stick the thing up your nose? It's like, oh, hate it. And another one. I know. I like menswear. I've said it many a time. I do like menswear. This is lovely. This is a kind of like a window pane check. Very subtle in a charcoal grey. And this again is Marks and Spencer's. I will double check the pockets and what have you. M&S Man. So this is much more recent. This is probably in the last few years when you get M&S Man. Again, it's pure new wool. And I like it when they have the moon. Fabric woven in England moon. That's the brand of tweed. It's not Harris tweed, but it's still high quality, and it is an extra keyword that people like to see. I forget, tweed by moon. Just seems to do well. Actually, I'll put those back in that bag now. Excuse me a moment. It's not all menswear. It's just I went to the men's section first. So, well, I say men's section. It's basically a rail with it all hanging up on. But they're literally topping it up as you go. So I kind of realised, don't rush off because more stuff will appear, just loiter. Right, that's men's. Right, bear with me a moment. You may get to see my rear end. It's not attractive, but bear with. And here's the second of the 2 bags. Oh, mustn't be those. I have to need work. Okay, I don't bother picking up. I don't want to be paying money for these because I know how oversaturated the market is. It's grim. All clear. Yay. Fablex. Fabulous. Right, again, I mean, you know, comfort shoes, especially when they've basically never been outside. They have been worn because there's creasing on the toes, but only ever worn indoors. Horrible design. I mean, absolutely horrible. But, you know, comfort shoes in pretty good order. And they cost a minimal amount. And also, handily, and the box tells you what they're... Oh, no. The box tells you what you are. It's not the same thing. Not the original box. Never mind. There's a few quid in them. And this is a pair of Clarks. These are in their box. So I did look at these closely. Tri-carry white combi leather. Again, suitably ugly. But absolutely. No, these aren't new, but they are in pretty good condition. Again, they're ugly as heck. But they are Clarks Trigenic, which I think is a super comfort thing. Obviously made for comfort walking. you know, people need these shoes because they have issues with their feet. It's got one of those in there. I don't think it needs it though. Doesn't think that come with it. Nice pair of little shoes. I say not new, but in very good condition. And we'll just get rid of that because I don't need it. So, let's see what I know now about filling my boots. It's almost embarrassing. Oh, 2 littles. What's going on here? Oh, no. Okay, that was in perfect order and now it's not so much. Tarnation. I just thought that was very cute. Little deco style bag, and in fact it's just got caught on a hanger and it's pulled a thread. Which, there's something inside it. Oh dear God. Yeah, I might be able to tweak that. It's inside the bag. I didn't even open the bag. I wasn't really looking. Look at that. It's blingy. I haven't got my... Oh, I have got my little eye. It's certainly got a few jazzy things on it. Moore. MOOREN. I think it's a modern sort of, jobby, but slightly unexpected bonus. Was not what I bought. Was not what I was looking for. Base metal, stainless steel back, Japan movement. Don't know. Oh well. But I will need to fix up the pull that I've just done on there. See, I just pulled it. Oh. Yeah, that's the problem when you buy things. And this I thought was so cute. More summery on a great long thing. Just a cute little. It's probably from Morocco or somewhere like that. That belongs down there. There we go. That's a little, tiny little saddlebag. It's leather, and it's very small and cute, and it's obviously not a winter thing. It's going to be more of a summer thing, but why not? I thought it was cute. Oh my God, I couldn't believe this when I saw it. This went on my second round. Trader Jeans Company, again, not a particular brand, but this is real leather. And it feels like it isn't. It's so fine. I don't know if it's goat's leather. I'll show you. I'll zip it up and actually show you in a minute. Debenhams Retail. Okay, so it's part of Debenhams. Real leather. Let me just do this so I can show you. I kind of like it, but I prefer biker style for me rather than a Harrington style. Because they're boxy and that doesn't always work on me. There we go. Kind of cool. That definitely deserves a second life. Rather nice. It's got, it is sort of biker style. It's got the zips on the wrists, on the arms. And it's a 16 though, so it will be too big for me. And my Becky friend won't want it because she doesn't wear leather, so that's a bit of a shame. Oh God, itchy nose. Gold. Yeah, gold. No, not gold. That would have been beyond embarrassing, actually, because it's like that wasn't something I deliberately purchased. Sparkly. Very sparkly. Nice for Christmas, although in reality, what's going to get to people for Christmas for now? Right, this needs a little bit of a look at. But I kind of grabbed it because it's black. I did check the brand on this actually, and it was reasonably good. I think it was Roman. It's got a drape front, it's a Grecian front. It's I'd say a knee-length dress, depending, with 3/4 sleeves, kind of a mesh, and it is belted. Although there's something going on with the belt that I might need to fix. That's easy enough, but I think it was Coast. There we go. It's viscose, not silk, but it's a little black dress, and somebody might want it. I'm sure I can work out what size it is. I would say that's probably a 12, 10 to 12. If in doubt, I'll try it on. If I can just about get it on, it's probably a 12. And if I can't, it's not. And on we go. Oh, gosh. Right, fringe getting on my nerves. I picked these up more for the style than the brand. They were a thick, chunky cord in a forest green. They're by Monkey. Or Monkle? Monkey? I don't know. I know it's one of those new brands that's quite expensive to buy and not always stunningly well made. Cotton with a little bit of stretch in it. And they're 38, which is a 10. But they're a nice high-waisted winter trouser. So, I mean, they're not going to go for much, but, you know, for what I've paid, it's kind of worth me doing. Oh, these are probably for me. I think, yeah. Yeah, they are. These are for me. Calvin Klein's, new with tags. Well, we'll see how much. Oh, apparently they go for £63 in an outlet. Bloody hell. Really? That says outlet price. I didn't know Calvin Klein was really a thing. These are high-waisted, high-rise skinny, slim through hip and thigh, skinny leg. Calvin Klein jeans. And they say modern classics. So I'll check and look them up before I take all the labels off and decide that I'm going to keep them. But chances are I may keep them. It depends how they're cut on the hip. If they're too slim cut on the hip, they don't work on me. Because I have hips in the waist. Not everybody does, but I do. But yeah, new with tags. Wow. So I've got to try those on, see if they'll fit. This sadly was on its own. I couldn't find a matching skirt. Doesn't look much on its own, but it is, of course, vintage Laura Ashley. Velvet collar. There would have probably been a swooshing, glorious riding skirt that would have gone with this. But you could still pair it up with something lovely. Their colours were so good. Rich, jewel-like colours. I think it is a strap. Yeah, it goes in at the waist. It's a short jacket. Pockets of... I don't know if it actually has pockets or whether they're just for show. I like the velvet buttons, you see. Lovely, lovely quality stuff. Still got its spare button with it, which is fabulous. Laura Ashley, pure new wool. Could I show you in any more amateur fashion? Now it says it's a 14. I will test that theory because I have to have 14 on the top of, 12 on the bottom, to get the width across the shoulders. That's nice. That was an unexpected bonus. Monkey can be nice, yeah. I just don't think they're very well made. This is probably not so much a winter thing, but hey ho. Marks and Spencer came with its little lining dress, which sometimes these things don't, and people still buy. It's one of these crochet. I still think crochet and that is going to be around. Now I'm trying to work out if that's a pull or what's happened there. I can fix. Where's the sleeve gone? There's the sleeve. Is that a hangy thing or is that just work loose? Not quite sure what's happened there. I will find out. But it is a mini dress. Very cute, crocheted. Nice long sleeve. Yeah, bit of fun. Marks and Spencer's. And I'm going to have to see if I can work out what's happened with that. Right, that goes through there. That goes through there. So that must be something that was pulled. And if so, where's it pulled from? I'll work it out because sometimes you can kind of pull it back through. I may just have to tie it off and knot it so that it doesn't show. Put that there. Something to do things with. There's a lot of little black dresses there, I have to say. And I kind of think everybody should have a little black dress. This was Monsoon. Little knee-length number with a bit of sparkle at the waist. Always a good thing. I'm hoping this is silk. It certainly feels like it. It is a size 10. Oh, I thought it was slightly bigger. Monsoon off, reasonably generous, aren't they? I find. Not missing any of its bling. Ah, and that's someone at the door. But I'm thinking husband is downstairs having lunch, so yeah, he is. I'm trying to see what this is made of. Ah, there's the label. 100% silk. There you go. You can always tell, and it's nicely lined, nicely made. I actually ordered some pasties, which sounds really peculiar, but there's a company called the Kernel Pasty Company, and I love a good pasty, and I don't make them because lazy. And they had a deal where you could order, I think it was 8. I think it was 8, 8 really nice big ones for a certain amount of money, which wasn't horrific. They worked out about £3 each, which, you'd easily pay that even in Greggs, and theirs are terrible. But you buy them frozen, so I'm sure they're properly packed and they'll be going in the freezer. I love a pasty. It's like one of life's great joys, a good pasty. Oh, this was sitting on the table. I grabbed it. Again, bonus hair. But this is like one of those tie waist belts. I thought I'll give that a try and see if that will work for me. Looks nicely made. Certainly appears to be leather on the front. Like an OB. There was a real fashion for these at one point, and I'm sure they're still current. Seraphine is the brand. I don't know this brand, but, Seraphine. Medium to large, so again, not a tiny size. Doesn't say it's leather, but the inside isn't suede, but the outside is definitely a leather, because it just feels right. A little accessory that might stay with me or might end up getting listed. I've got a whole load of drafts ready to go that I want to sort of slam up so that I can wind down before Christmas. I think my listings run out. One set runs out today and one set runs out tomorrow. That's auctions and buy it nows. So I'll be working quite hard tomorrow, scheduling a whole load of listings. Now I picked this up. This was a possible for me, and at these prices I didn't mind. This Yerf's brand, I think is one of those cheap Chinese brands. I could be wrong. It'd be nice if I was wrong, but this is a maxi dress, tiered, plain black. Well, not transparent, but certainly you wouldn't wear a white bra under it, let's put it that way. I don't know if it's a good brand or not. I've got a funny feeling it probably isn't, but it was more the style. Made in People's Republic of China, there you go. For Canada. Okay. Slightly bizarre. Telling me how to wash it, but you're not telling me what the fibre is. Don't tumble dry. I tumble dry everything. But there you go. Oh, viscose. There we go. It's viscose. But that was more a style design thing. Perennially popular. A large size. So, yeah, I thought that'd be all right. This is possibly for me. I may not, though. It may not suit me. I saw this and I thought, ooh, look. Sequined, beaded, but not too in your face. It's more of a flapper style dress. And the bottom is like that. I thought, how cool. That could be a possible New Year's Eve thing. A bit chilly to wear out somewhere, I think. I mean, it's quite nicely done. There's a certain amount of work in it. There's a little bit of where some threading has come a little loose. I can repair that before I wear it. And it's properly lined so you're not showing off. It's by Roman. And it's in a size 12. So actually, because I haven't got it, because that should fit me. Should fit me. Yeah, because there's a certain amount of giving it across the back area and the bustage. You're relisting old listings now. I'm not doing listings till the new year. I tend to just keep things going. Oh, Bye, Rebecca. Nice to see you. Yeah, we've all got so much to do. I know. Yeah. I mean, I will have job lots to do. I know I will, and especially once the new lot turns up. I will have job lots to do, but I'm kind of, I might draft them, but they're not going to go live. I might still have things going live over Christmas and New Year, because I think people get bored, don't they? Or is that just me? But, right, we're back into the realm of menswear. Suits again. There are trousers that go with this. These are Jaeger. I've sold Jaeger, and not only are they Jaeger, it's woven in England by Alfred Brown. I don't know who Alfred Brown is, but that is a quality thing. It's going to be wool. This design is called the Mayfair, which again is helpful for identifying. And the size, importantly, is, in the wrong pockets is, the size here is a 38 regular. That's quite a slim size, but there are slim guys who need suits, and this is fairly inoffensive. I haven't gone over these with a fine tooth comb to find any issues. It was kind of a case of grab and go. Of course, there's the jacket and the suit trousers. It was quite funny at the checkout there. So I've been there going there about 3 or 4 weeks now. Lady said, "Have you got a large family?" I said, I've got lots of people who are going to love these. Yeah. I know, I'm not exactly lying, but and some things are for me. So, trousers to go with it. So that's a Jaeger suit. Let me hang these back on because they'll just get creased otherwise. And I hate having to try and iron them out with the steamer. But I do find that suits go. People have got job interviews, and things where they're supposed to wear a suit where maybe normally they wouldn't. And that is missing a button, I can see. It's not a major problem, these buttons. And that button is a little gone. Okay, I may have to do a bit of rejigging with buttons. Or sell as is, because again, I'm not paying a lot of money for them. So, I can see that. I've got to stay hidden. Something else entirely. So, yes. So here we have another suit. This again is Jaeger London. It says Mayfair. I'm wondering if that is the design of the suit. This was a different size though, so it can't be the same chap unless he's changed shape over the years. This is a 42 regular, which again is a good size. That's a is that a medium? What will be an equivalent of a medium? Again, there's trousers, and I'm pretty sure it was 100% wool. Jaeger though, super quality. Can't see any major issues. I mean, even if there are tiny issues and somebody wants it for what they're going to pay, it's worth them repairing it, isn't it? So that's more of the fellas. And then back to the ladies. This I kind of optimistically picked up and thought, I might wear some red. I probably won't. Someone will love it. Yes, exactly. I do. I said, someone will love that. It's basically a tunic top, which has the all-important pocketses inside, because we all have pocketses in the tunic. It's only H&M, but it was really nice, thick quality jersey. H&M basics, but it's a large, and it's red. And I thought, I'll give it a go, but it'll probably swamp me, actually, thinking about it. It's far too big. I'm not a large. Well, I am in Zara, because, Zara's like, but yeah. Getting to the bottom now. Getting to the bottom. I picked this up. Don't always pick white stuff up, but it's a shirt rather than something in jersey. So it's a cotton shirt. Button down. Grandad collar style. With the smocky at the back. Quite a nice nice colours, I thought. Grey and pink, and it's all a bit of, it's very modern, it's very recent, but it's a 16. And I think someone will love it. I wish they wouldn't, all the buttons wouldn't come undone there, because it's quite annoying. That's the worst thing, when you put things on a mannequin and you've got to kind of like undo it to get it on, and then do the buttons up, and then undo the buttons to get it off again, and then do the buttons up to fold it up to. So, things with awkward buttons, I'm not big on. Here we go. This looks in very good condition. It's very lightly worn. So I suppose everyone's got plans for Christmas, or potential plans for Christmas. I'm hoping to have a few people over for New Year's Eve. But that said, how many people may be completely... Oh, it's got a pocket there. It's a nice pocket at the front. Maybe dependent on what happens between now and then, really. It'd still be nice to see people. We've got a fairly peoply weekend coming up, haven't we? I mean, this I picked up because it's Bowden. Again, I don't pick up everything Bowden. I certainly wouldn't want to pay what a charity shop would charge for it. And then we got Bowden. It is a 14, and it's one of these sort of very light, kind of Pakamaki showerproof jackets. It has a bit of a... Someone's got a bit of grubbiness here, and I'll see if I can get that out. If not, I'll sell as is, because somebody else might want to get it out. It's got the kangaroo pouch on the front, and the pockets is. And rich. Lucky penny. Always room for more stock. Hello, double garment. Always room for more stock. Well, yes. I mean, the thing is, I like to get sort of slightly ahead of myself a bit, so I'm trying not to buy too much more winter now, because I've got enough that's probably going to go this winter. Is that not going to undo? What's happening there? Is that locked? Oh, that's very strange. And yeah, so I'm quite happily now thinking, well, I can pick up summery stuff. Although actually I've got a bit of a backlog of summery stuff because people weren't buying in the summer. What's happening there? I think somebody's jammed that in. Oh, sure, I can wipe that loose. What's going on here? It's a bit bizarre. You can see what's going on there. Anyway, so that is the haul. In terms of numbers of pieces, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Oh God, there, I haven't even seen it. That is pretending to be included. And where are we up to? 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, and 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, and now we're at 25, not quite done. 26, 27, 28, 29, 30. So I've actually got 30 items there for, as it worked out, and the next one, for £20. So that is less than £1 a piece. I can't believe my luck. I am delighted, very happy. I fully accept that this particular source of items is probably a temporary one, but make hay when the sun shines, as they say. So it's a very, very good deal. I'm still only trying to pick up things that I know that there's a reason it's worth my time and energy actually photographing and listing. And I did get some free bits from a friend who was having a bit of a clear out. But yeah, it's good because it really helps with the profit margins if you're not shelling out a lot in the first place. Oh, the Stereophonics gig on the 17th is cancelled. Oh no. You were looking forward to that, Lex. But I guess they'll have it again. They'll have it again. I'm wondering, actually, I'm taking my sister to see Tina Turner. We're finally going to get to see the Tina Turner show, and I'm hoping to goodness that that's still on. That's next week. Is that the 17th? 16th or 17th? It's next week, anyway. Oh, dear Lord. I really hope that's still on. Because, honestly, the universe does not want us to see Tina right now. It's got to a bit of a sore point. So hopefully we can see Tina. And it will be absolutely lovely. There we go. Let's just see. Is this me? Probably it's not me at all. In fact, it's not actually working. Needs a battery. That's huge. Way too big for me. This is the problem I have. Skinny little wrists, in spite of the size of me. Here we go. Yeah. But never mind. Oh, no, I'm saying that, and it's actually got 2 fastenings. How bizarre. Now I can't get out of it. Whoops. You see there's that little fastening there, but then back here, there is what I think is another one. Yeah, so it basically had an extender that went with it. They need to go down the freezer. They need to go down the freezer. That's Cornish pasties. I've ordered us some to have. Yeah.
I put it down the freezer. I found a bit of a map jigsaw.
That's not the bit that's missing, though.
Must be, because it's...
Well, no, because it was a pointy bit, don't you remember? It was a little cheese-shaped piece. Excuse me.
Of course.
Yeah. Oh, that's definitely come from that jigsaw. I'll make sure it goes back in. Every time we do a jigsaw, there are pieces missing. Abby just found. I think he thought that the that rather large box that arrived was the jewellery lot that I'm waiting for, but no, it said Cornish pasties on the outside. So that needs to go straight down the freezer. There we go. Very pretty. Anyway, so I'm looking forward to the weekend. We're going to be extremely sensible. We're going to test within an inch of our lives. We're all going to do the right thing, but still get to see people, because I think it might be a last chance. And let's hope Tina's on, or my sister's never going to forgive me. Oh my God. So I hope you're all not too busy, although I'm madly busy. I've got literally an IKEA bag full to parcel up, and that will actually go off tomorrow morning. My next run. I'm tired now. It's been mad. I've had my best sales ever, I think, and my payday was quite nice yesterday. That was quite good. But yeah, it's all temporary, isn't it? You all know it's going to go quiet in January and February, so you plan accordingly. It's like that's how it goes. So lovely to see you all. Looking forward to seeing those of you I will see on the weekend, and everybody else in the next live. So take care. We'll see you all soon, and I will attempt to end this broadcast and press all the right buttons and not just flounce off and leave it. I did that once, didn't I? Tutty bye then. Bye bye.